Our guest on today's Perspectives is Jessica Berry. She is the Executive Director of the Conneaut Arts Center. And hello, Jessica.
Hi, how are you doing?
I'm doing fine. It'd be nice someday when I don't have to ask this particular question, but how are things faring under COVID at the Arts Center? I know that you have limited hours now and that sort of thing.
Yeah, we're hanging in there, you know. We're doing our best to try to find some new strategies. We realized that when social gatherings are not allowed, we really have a hard time, fundraising and getting people together. And it's unfortunate, but we understand this is, hopefully only happens every 100 years or less.
Well, yeah, I know that I've been to plenty of high school open houses and that sort of thing at the Arts Center that have not happened the last year.
Yeah.
How long have you been director?
I actually only accepted the position in January of last year, so I was interim for a few months prior to that.
So you haven't been director too much during the non-COVID days.
That's right. That's right. About 3 months.
But if you look at things, there is a lot going on there. You understand that you guys are coming up with something called a community gallery event, Residents in Art. That's in May. Can you talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So in May, I was thinking right now we're doing the Ode to Trees, which is going to be a community gallery event as well. And that's coming up here this weekend, and it'll run through March 5th through the 20th. So just to kind of catch up with where we're at right now.
This weekend, by the way, is, since we're recording this early, is this past weekend. Or the one that's going on right now.
Yeah.
So just to specify that, but people can go till the 15th. Is this the regular gallery that each month you have a different artist featured, that sort of thing? Is that what we're talking about?
Yeah. Instead of having specific artists featured, right now we're just going to do community galleries to feature anyone from the community who would like to showcase their work. And this month it will be anything really regarding trees. So we have paintings, we have photographs, we actually have branches and twigs that people can come in and take pictures of, or sit down and sketch.
So what kind of response did you get for that?
We've received a really good response for that. We've received a lot of artwork. I think it's going to be a really nice exhibit. And my hope is that we'll be able to take some pictures and create some sort of virtual gallery. We've never done anything like that before. So actually, we've done a lot of work to our website over the pandemic to kind of bring us up to current standards as far as being able to register paper classes and things like that. So that's been really helpful. And I think it'll be really neat to see what comes out of this as far as creating some virtual programming that we've never done before.
Well, that one thing I noticed is that you can go see it by appointment, but because there aren't people there all the time. So how difficult is that going to be? Or is there like times in the evening when classes are going on that people can just walk in to see it?
We're still encouraging by appointment only, just because we did the by appointment only when we did our treasure sale over the winter holiday. Mm-hmm. And that we got a really good response from that. And I think part of it is that people just feel safer when they know that it's just going to be them or, a small group of people coming in at a certain time. Since our capacity isn't really huge, it's just easier and more convenient, I think, for people to be able to just schedule that time. Then they know this is the time that we're going to come in and see these things. And, there's not going to be a crowd of people. They don't have to feel like that.
Yeah. Was it 593-5888? Is that correct?
That's right. Yep.
I don't know how I remember that. And the website is ConneautArtsCenter.com.
That's right. Conneaut Arts with an S Center.com. Yeah.
You go to org. I think org used to be one, and it's some kind of a fence place now.
I don't know how that happened or how fences relate to Conneaut Arts Center, but that's all right.
So let's get back though to the thing in May, the community gallery event, Residents in Art. What is it?
Yeah, so Residents in Art, we are, instead of thinking of the pandemic as being something that has created isolation, a sense of alone,
depression.
Yeah, depression. All of those words and all of those feelings are coming up for people right now. We really want to help people see things from a different perspective and encourage them to see how this has created either individual resilience or community resilience. And these are things that we're also working on too, is how to be more resilient as an art center and how to continue to share the mission of the arts with the community during a time that is really difficult for everyone. So we're really there's not a lot of stipulations about what this can look like or what kind of mediums we're asking for. We're really inviting people to be creative and to think creatively and to think about, what has come out of this that has made them stronger and more resilient.
So people are encouraged art, photography, whatever, sculpture, to submit stuff for this May display.
Yes, yeah, whatever makes them feel like it's expressing their feeling of resiliency. So
Jessica Berry's our guest. She's the executive director of the Conneaut Arts Center. It's kind of amazing to me that we're a relatively rural, not particularly large county, but there's some really good dance programs, and one of them is at the Conneaut Arts Center. The second floor there is just made for dancing. Talk about that a little bit.
That's right, yeah. Our second floor, we have a new, it's not entirely brand new, but it's relatively new. Harlequin dance floor, and it's literally almost the entire second floor is a dance floor. So we have regular classes that go on there. We have ballet, pre-ballet, some musical theater, creative movement. We have a really nice variety of dance classes, and it's been nice to see the dancers coming back. And we are some of the safety measures that we're taking as part of this is that we are asking parents to wait outside just to kind of reduce the amount of people in the building. And we are taking temperatures of students as they walk in. We're sanitizing in between classes. We've actually created classes to be a little bit longer and to have longer breaks in between the classes so the instructors have enough time to clean in between classes.
So is Tessa Deutsch still doing that?
That's correct.
All right.
She is still the ballet instructor, and we also have Jordan Nowitzki. And they create some really fun programs. We can they did a Christmas Carol over the winter, and they recorded it this time, and we partnered with the library, and Cindy Prather came down and helped us create this. And for the first time, it was a video of a dance instead of coming into the theater, and I could just tell that the kids were having fun with it, and that Tessa and Jordan, the instructors had fun creating it.
Well, this is a tough time for kids too, and to be able to do that dancing. I know I have a grandson that's involved in dancing, and I think it really helps.
Oh, it does, absolutely. I mean, anything that kids can do outside of the home that is familiar to them and fun is a wonderful thing for them.
So are you looking right now at possibly doing the dance program, spring dance program at Arlene's?
I'm not really sure. Tessa is working on kind of creating a safety plan. We would have to submit a safety plan
to the Health Commission. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm not really sure exactly what it looks like, but I know that Tessa is working really diligently on creating a program, and we'll work together on creating a safety plan. And as far as the location, that's to be determined. It may be here outside on the lawn. So we have a couple options, and we're just kind of keeping our mind open about what that might look like.
This is going to be a little bit further into the spring, and maybe we're going to have a little bit more reason to be optimistic for dance and for paintings and different things like that.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So, and coming through this, not only dance, but what about? I understand that there is talk about maybe doing a camp this year.
Yes, we are talking about doing camp this year. We are currently in the process of creating that safety plan to submit to the health department. I think probably our biggest challenge right now with regards to things like that is finding instructors who are willing to come in and work with a group of students. You know, a lot of our instructors have not been able to come back right now, and we, you know, with good reason, we understand.
Sure.
People don't feel safe all the time, and
well, just hopefully by June or so that maybe we'll get a better handle on all this. I mean, there's some health experts saying that if the worst, it could be behind us by April. I don't know if that's true or not, but you know, we can hope.
Yeah, I really don't know. I just want to make sure that we create a safe environment for our teachers and for our students. So we'll start reaching out to find some sponsorship here soon. But I'm definitely looking forward to having some form of art camp this year. I'm anticipating that it will only be a week long this year instead of the 2 weeks. And that'll just be so that we can kind of get a handle on how to do the art camp in this environment and to keep it safe for everybody involved.
How about the summer concerts on Sunday night?
Yeah, I do anticipate that we'll be able to do the summer concerts this year. I expect that we'll probably do just fewer of them this year.
I mean, that's outdoors, and you can walk around, tell people, hey, spread out a little bit, if need be.
Yeah, right. And that's just part of it, you know, just finding the volunteers who wouldn't mind helping us kind of walk around and do that. Like, yep, we need to continue to social distance, and we appreciate everybody's cooperation with that. So
we got about a minute and a half left. I wanted to address, we had Christina Showalter, who owns the Castaways, and she's the head of the Conneaut Convention and Tourism Board on, and we were talking about all the stuff, new restaurants and docks and a possible new hotel. How do you think that's going to impact in the long run the Arts Center? You have a new hotel there, and you have the concerts out there, like a run of people and all.
Yeah, well, I think it's going to be a really positive impact, not only for the Conneaut Arts Center, but the community as a whole. And it'll just help to bring people's awareness that there is so much going on down here in the harbor area. I think sometimes people forget about us down here, you know, and I think it'll just bring some awareness that we're here, and it's definitely going to help us create more programming, I think, you know, in the long run.
Oh, definitely. We've only got a few seconds left, and there's a whole lot we didn't do. I mean, the Art Center is still very vibrant down there. You have carving, correct?
That's right. Yeah, we have wood carvings on Thursday from 1 to 3, and that is just such a wonderful group of individuals who have been doing it for a really long time. But you don't have to have any experience in wood carving. Terry is an amazing instructor, and we have the tools and the materials here for anyone to come and try it.
And there's a lot more like that, so go to ConneautArtsCenter.com. And Jessica Berry, director of the Conneaut Arts Center, thank you for being with us today.
Yeah. Thank you very much for having me. I really appreciate it. It's very nice to talk and share what we're doing down here at the Conneaut Arts Center.
I'm Bob Lebzelter on Perspectives.